They're going to bring you back. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I talked to you that day. That's
You shouldn't have to resort into that because no matter how bad you are as a person, there'll always be that one person in the corner.
Yeah.
That. So hi guys, welcome back to T Space Pod, and it's your girl again, Tolu Lope. And I'm so excited because we have another interesting episode. No, I keep on saying it every time. An interesting episode, an interesting episode. And today's episode, we're talking about exploring the depths of self-love. Everybody do. I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. But now I want to explore it. And I have two wonderful guests in the midst in the space. And they're introducing themselves shortly. Why are you guys smiling? You fool. Okay, so your name?
Yes, my name is Abiola, and I'll be your. You've seen my face for today, at least.
Okay, so
My name is Harriet.
and anything more?
I hope you enjoyed this podcast.
Okay. Okay, so like I said, the topic is exploring the depth of self love. So, how would you define self love? Yeah.
Firstly, before we define self-love, I will first say we should define who are you as a person.
Mm.
So you should know yourself as a person. If you know yourself, then it will be very easy to actually love yourself.
Mm.
Because before you actually do anything like self-love or something, when you know yourself, when you understand the kind of person you are, it's just like saying in academics, when you know, okay, I'm this kind of person that I read at night. So you won't want to wake up very early in the morning and start reading. So when you understand yourself, it will be very easy. Like the other things will actually follow. Yes, you get. So I just feel self love is loving yourself, and it has its own limits. There's a limit to self love, and to love yourself, it has a whole lot of dimensions to it. So when you're loving yourself, it goes a long way. And I feel like as we continue, we get to know more about it.
Okay, so Harriet, how would you define self love?
I would say, according to how she put it, knowing yourself, because only when you know yourself, you know what is good for you. And what is not good for you, you won't want that for yourself.
Yes.
And it's you accepting who you are as an individual,
Mm-hmm.
accepting your flaws that, okay, I'm not perfect, I can't be perfect. The idea people have about me is on them, not on me. You shouldn't let people's idea on yourself to be the one that will reflect on who you are. So, as you said, knowing yourself makes it easier for you to be able to accept yourself. So, in order for you to love yourself, because it's only when you accept who you are that you'll be able to love yourself.
Okay, I know you guys have talked about, thank you very much. I know you guys have talked about how this self love of a thing is very good and very essential. But can you say more about how it is very good for our personal growth and our well being? So,
Hmm. Um, okay. Yes. Okay, I remember in secondary school, I was very slim. I know now I'm still slim, oh,
mm,
but I was slim
yeah.
because they literally used to tell me that all my clothes was like parachute on me, that kind of thing. Like I didn't. Whenever I hear that, it was always describing like, "Oh, I'm not pretty. I'm this
Mm.
and that." But the moment when I started understanding that I shouldn't let people's image on me reflect on
Mm.
me, it helped me to understand that okay, this is my style.
Yeah.
This is your style. Your style might not be what I want, so I shouldn't let it bother me that oh, okay, everybody's doing this, I should not do it. If everybody's following through the window, because I know that the door is the right way to follow, I should follow the door.
That's nice. I like that. Yeah.
So for me, I grew up in this neighborhood where I grew up among like very older people. So I feel like probably watching them grow and then myself grow, it helped me a lot with self love because at a very young age, I can remember my dad had to tell me, "You're not perfect. Just be you." I was not the so very very brilliant girl, but I was not the dollar. I
That's
was
average.
yes, I was average, and that didn't mean I had to like stop at being average. I had to work extremely hard. I had to do more, not because of them, but because of me, because I want it. So you just have to accept yourself as a person. You have to accept that okay, this is who I am, then what other people say, because they will keep saying it. They will always say. You will always have something to say. So you just have to block the other outside noise and just focus on yourself. Then it helps you move on.
So this question I want to ask, I know there's more from where those like what you guys have said, where it came from. But what practical steps can people take to cultivate this self love of a thing to help them in their daily life? So,
Ignoring the outside voices.
so what are your outside voices?
People would always say things. People will
Mm.
not stop talking. You're doing the right thing, there'll be someone else say it's not the right thing. You're doing the wrong thing, there's always people that will still point. People forget that when you use one finger to point at someone, the rest of fingers are pointing back at you.
Yes.
So they always forget that, oh, I'm not perfect,
Mm.
but they expect you to be perfect.
Yes.
So once you know that, okay, no matter what I do, people are still going to talk. So why don't I just accept who you are and just live? Just do you.
Yeah, do you have anything to say on that?
I'll say there was a time I was actually learning and I wasn't perfect at what I presently I'm still not perfect at what I actually do because I actually do makeup. So my boss back then, she would be like, "You don't have to know everything at once. You don't have to," because I even had seniors back then that actually come to show and then do whatever they need to do and they go. And then I look at them, I'm like, so pretty, like they do it very, very neat and clean. But in mine, I'm, I'm practically struggling with just probably drawing brows, and I feel like that's one of the hardest part about that. So I feel like you just let yourself go.
Mm.
You let yourself go. Give time to grow. Like don't push it. Don't force
No
it.
rush it.
Just relax. Take time.
Came from a listener, and let me just read to you guys. So she asked that what can we say about body shaming and its self love entirely? Body shaming from, but our one was from the part that from parents. I know it's surprising that can parents actually like body shame their children? So you need to understand the question.
Okay. So I feel like um, the fact that it's coming from the family,
Mm.
it's a whole different thing because most of the time, body shaming comes from the external, like the outside. Those you don't know, or probably maybe your friends, the outside that are not really your friends, are not close to you. But the fact that it's coming from a family member is going to hurt more because imagine your dad or your mom telling you, "You're too fat. Go back inside. Go change your dress." Nah, it's going to be a whole mental breakdown,
Mm.
both psychologically and like that. So I feel like at the point a child like that will eventually get like immune to that word. She's going to be like, maybe the father is already saying, "Go inside, go and change your dress." She won't complain. She'll just go inside and change it, and then probably because of that, when she grows up, she's always wearing probably a gown to cover up all that body. Why? Because she feels that people are not going to accept her because her family already said that. The fact that your family is actually the one that is starting it is a whole bad thing. So I feel like she can just sit her parents down since she's way more mature now. Sit her parents down and tell them that she feels bad about the fact that they got shamed because the kind of upbringing our parents had was way different than the one they actually gave us. Because back then, I feel like maybe the way they were trained,
Yes.
this verbal abuse that you're very stupid, they count it as normal. But to
Yeah,
us,
it's
it's
not
actually
normal.
an abuse. Do you
Yeah.
get? So I feel like it's still the same thing going on, and the cycle just keeps continuing, like keeps going. So she should sit down, like she should actually call one of the parents that actually has more listening ears, maybe her mom or her dad, and tell them that she actually doesn't like it, and then she feels bad and she feels very sad and it's affecting her probably mentally or psychologically like that. So that they will actually share in her pain. And when she starts receiving compliments from her parents, she gets confident. There's another level of confidence that comes when your parents tell you
Yeah.
you look good.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So I just feel like that's my own input on that.
But sometimes when you complain to an African parent,
Yeah.
anytime you fuck up, They're going to bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to you that day. It has become drama in the house. You start telling that, oh, someone cannot tell you that, oh, your clothes is not good, kenka kenko. You start thinking, yeah.
Yeah.
But then there are also times when you, because the child is already used to hearing their parents saying negative things, that they become too immune to it that they no longer care whatever their parents are saying. They'll just be like, after all, they're still going to talk. Why should I bother? And when they now go to the outside world, when they keep hearing good compliments, nobody doesn't like good things. Everybody likes good things, literally. So if you're hearing good things, you're hearing good messages, good responses that, oh, you look good. You'd actually start listening to the outside world. But that's when you need to also be careful because not everybody that tells you good things love you.
Actually.
And not everything you do will always be right. So just basically sit down and think and also listen to people that make sense. Because not everybody that you will listen to make sense.
I hope she listens to this episode because they actually answered like a question in a way. And okay, so let's move to the next question. So, what practical steps can individuals take to cultivate a deeper self-love life?
I have a daily plan.
Mm.
Journal. Journal about things. When you say journal, it doesn't have to be probably what happened the whole day. It might be something you feel bad, or something you feel good, something that you expect to happen, something you want to happen. So I feel like having a very detailed um, day, like a day plan, then yeah, and then exercise does a lot of it does a lot. Then you can do yoga. Yeah, I feel like yoga is a lot to do, but you can do yoga, then a few stretches, and I feel like
Just take a walk.
yes,
That's
Early
take a
good.
morning
walk.
walk or evening walk.
Yeah,
That's
music.
nice.
Music does a lot
Yeah,
too.
music is therapy.
I feel like for youths nowadays, I feel like even for the elderly ones, music does a lot. It just
Just
calms
find
you.
your vibe.
Yeah, it just calms you. And it depends on the genre like you actually listen to, like the playlist probably you listen to happy ones. If you're sad, you shouldn't be listening to sad songs. Don't listen
Suicidal
to that.
songs.
Yes, don't listen to it. You have to do something good for yourself because it's
Yes.
about yourself.
Yeah, you have to make yourself
Yeah, it depends on how you feel
Mhm.
as a person. So you should actually play things, even if you're feeling otherwise. Play things that make you happy. Surround yourself with happy people. You can go to rehabilitation centers. You can actually there are a lot of community centers you can actually go to,
Yeah.
and because these things, if you're not careful, there are a lot of cases where people actually you know go through the extreme, which is probably death or
depression sets
depression.
in.
Yes, people go through the end stage of it, and I feel like you shouldn't have to resolve or resort into that because no matter how bad you are as a person, there'll always be that one person in your corner.
Yeah.
That one person is either your mom, your dad, your best friend. One person is always going to be there for you. Just one person. And even if you don't have that one person, I feel like there's going to be that one person that will still want to listen to you. So you don't have to resort to the extreme before you actually get something of solution.
I'll just say go and talk to your father in heaven. Go and talk to God actually. Because you don't know who is right, you don't know who is wrong. But when you have the Holy Spirit, He tends to be your guide. He tends to help you and fill you with right advices and helps you. His word is not just there for us to just read it, but they're meant to be a guide. If you're wanting to look for passages that has to do with self love, and there's nothing new that is happening in the world that has not happened before, and there is always something that will be your guide. So just apart from listening to the physical people, you need to also listen to.
Okay, so what common barriers do people encounter when trying to practice self love? Yeah.
So I'll say communication because let's say as a person you're actually struggling with self love and you're trying to tell people that okay, I'm actually going through this, or I'm actually probably going through body shaming, people saying I'm fat, I'm big, or I'm ugly, and then you're trying to communicate to the next person.
Mm.
So I'll say communication and understanding. There's difference between you like talking to someone, you communicating to someone, and that person actually understanding and relating to what you're saying.
Yes.
So because if I'm actually being body shamed and you don't even understand what body shaming is, you just take it on a lighter mode. But I'm actually very serious because I'm the one going through it. Nobody understands you the way you do because you're the one going through whatever you're going
Mm.
through. Yeah, so the person has to actually be in your shoes or try to understand being in your shoes to be able to relate and actually help you.
Mm.
And even if the person can't help you, at least take you or help you with someone that can really go through that journey.
Mm. Okay.
Self doubt. Stop doubting yourself
Mm.
because you can't say you're on a journey of self love and you're still
Yes.
doubting yourself.
Mm.
It's a process. You don't have to see the results immediately.
Yes.
You just have to keep going and believing that okay, at the end of the day, it is for my own self. So even if people are saying negative things, you should block your ears from negative talks and just believe in yourself. Yes, the society might have the way they want an individual to be, but don't let that one pressure you.
Okay.
Just keep calm.
Okay. You know, you said that we should like. You said we should when it comes to all this societal talks and everything. People are saying different things. We should not really take that into heart and place. But how can we like tell them politely? How can we reply to people politely when it comes to that they are saying things that we don't need? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So how can we reply them politely so that we don't cause chaos between ourselves. We don't end our friendship just because of one or two or three talks.
Someone like me, I'll just tell you, oh, okay, I will look into it. But then when I'm sitting down personally and having my personal time, and I'm like, is this in alignment with what I want at the end of the day?
Mm.
And if it's not in alignment, then
You're not taking
I
it.
scrap it out. I cannot be stressing myself.
Okay, thank you. So now moving on to the spiritual aspect of this thing. How do your spiritual belief influence your understanding and practice of self love? Harriet.
God is love, and he said he will not give us things that he doesn't want. He won't give us something that is more than us.
Yes.
So that means that if people are pressuring you,
Mm.
you should know that God knows that okay, you'll be able to overcome it.
Mm.
He already said he knew us before we were formed and all that.
Yes.
And he already said that we should love our neighbors as
As ourselves.
ourselves. So we should treat people the way we want them to treat us. Although sometimes people need to abide to that.
Mm.
But that doesn't mean because people are not doing it, you shouldn't do it. As I said earlier, if everybody's following through the window, you know the window is not the right place to follow. You
Yes.
follow the door.
Yes.
So you have to go to him, your father in heaven, and talk to him that okay, this situation, what do I do? There will obviously be a story that would help you and guide you in a particular thing that you're going through at that point in time. And there are always things that will help you that okay, this person loves themselves and this is how they treated others. This is how you should treat others.
So yeah.
So like she said God is love. And I feel like for you to love yourself, you have to love God first. You have to love God and then love yourself. So I feel like the whole I won't want to dwell much on the spirituality, but it does matter. It takes a whole huge percentage of it. But I'll still say that as a person, God have God and then love yourself.
Okay, so in what ways do societal norms and cultural expectations shape our understanding of self love? Yeah.
So I feel the society expects us to be perfect,
Mm.
to be even though they are not. They expect you to be perfect, perfect with respect, perfect with sense of humor, perfect with responsibility, perfect with everything. But you don't have to.
It's not easy, sir.
You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to. Just choose your strengths and you make sure you build very well on that strength and work on your weaknesses. That's all. The society expects you to be slim and skinny and
Social media doesn't
yeah, they expect you to be perfect. Your hair should always be kept. Your nails should be
You
done.
said your wife should get. Shall I not be get?
No, like
be you.
just yeah. They probably expect you to always braid your hair and then you probably love look
They expect you to look a certain way
yeah, they
that
expect
they
you
are not.
yes. They expect you to probably be on skirts.
Create
Don't
standards
wear
that they can't
trousers.
even meet up to.
Yes. Like you don't have to be that. Just be yourself. Do you. Do you well. Well.
You should be
Because
the
I
one
feel
that
like
creates your
when you do
standards.
you, they see the other side, that other beauty that they'll be like, really? Stephanie? Not joking though, but serious. It brings out that other side in you that even you don't know. Yeah, and that helps you.
When you think about societal, I remember one time, I think it was 100 level, a guy told my friend that I don't know how to dress. And then she asked him, what's your definition of dressing? He now told her that because I don't wear baggy jeans and big tops, that I don't know how to dress.
I feel like
And I
you're
was
just
like, I was like, so now baggy jeans is now
Is
dressing.
that not it is that is
Isn't
Dress code.
dress code
is
for all girls?
No, no,
You're not
not
like
even about
dress
EU.
the way you
Let-
want to dress.
even
Don't let
outside
someone
school.
pick what you should wear and what you shouldn't wear. People don't even look at what their body will accept. Some people wear bodycon and their body is not for bodycon. Some people wear baggy but yet they are very skinny. They will not be looking like biology. I rest my case. But my point is that don't let anybody set a standard. You should be the one that will set that standard for you. That even when people are saying trash, you're like, oh my, I don't okay, keep quiet. So should be you. Don't let someone set a race that you cannot run. Run your own race yourself.
Okay, thank you guys so much. So, can you share a quote? Because we've come to the quote section of this whole episode. So, can you share a quote on self love that resonates with you? And you can explain how you've been able to use that quote a lot, or how that quote has really helped you, that has guided your perspective and how you think about life. Who wants to answer the question first? Because you guys look at yourself
You
now.
alone are enough.
You don't know enough.
Because it's just you running your race.
Yes.
No matter what, it's still going to be you. If anything happens to you, it is you that will feel your pain. The only time people will be there is when they are celebrating you. And not everybody will still be happy for you. So you don't just you.
I like that. Yeah,
I accept myself.
I accept myself. That's nice. You alone are enough. I accept myself.
I accept myself in the sense that when you accept yourself, you just whatever way, whatever situation you're in, you'll be able to maneuver in such a way that you'll be able to still be you. You won't let others actually affect you. You won't let even because there are situations that will actually break you down, that will actually, tear you apart. Even as young as we are, there are still things that are actually going to affect you probably mentally. The circumstances you face, probably school or family or like that. So if you are you and you accept who you are, you'll be able to stand strong and firm in the middle of that storm.
So I think we've come to like the end of the episode. And we've answered you all like I really love this conversation that we had together because it was really inspiring.
Yes, because you made it very, very inspiring yourself.
So we could learn a lot of things from different things, and you guys said a lot of stories that were really particular about you, and it really made it very, very homely, and it made it a safe space for everyone. So I really appreciate you guys for that. So I want to appreciate you guys for honoring this wonderful invitation. But before we end the episode, is there anything that you want the audience to like have, like a takeaway, like something to just keep them on the race?
So self love. Don't forget, love yourself, love God, love family. Love me.
Alright.
And just because you're loving yourself doesn't mean you should now become selfish. You should still consider other people to treat others the way you want to be treated. And love yourself, love God, and know God.
Thank you guys so much. And we have come to the end of the episode. People should please subscribe. Oh,
Please subscribe.
subscribe.
Yes,
Thank you.
Subscribe. Oh.
Space point.
Come on.
Subscribe to this Facebook because you will not want to miss out of the next interesting thing that is going to come up again.
Yeah.
So please, I'm begging you, Abby. Bye. I love you so much.
Bye.